we'd like to welcome Patty Walker, a local registered dietitian who will be speaking to us about healthy holiday gift ideas. Before we begin, would you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, sure. Thank you so much. I am so excited to be here because nutrition is my passion. I have lived in Wolfeboro for over 36 years and have been a dietitian for the same period of time. So I'm in private practice in Wolfeboro, and I blend conventional nutrition with functional nutrition, which means getting to the root cause of diseases and chronic illnesses to try to reverse them. I'm passionate about not only the reversing of diseases, but also helping to optimize the health of my clients. So I specialize in diabetes, prediabetes, weight loss, food sensitivities. So there's more on my website that people can look at. But what I'm really excited about is offering this program. And today, because the holiday season is upon us, I have some gift ideas that I would like to offer to the public. So I've broken them down into 4 categories. The first is ways to donate. So those are for the people that are inspired by the spirit of holiday giving, and also for people that are looking for giving a gift on behalf of someone else, whether it's a loved one or just for the person that has everything and is very civically minded. These gift ideas would be very, very welcomed. The second category is going to be how to support local supplies of healthy food, so there are organizations that provide those. The third, I have some favorite kitchen gadgets that not only save time and money, but also really are simple, easy to use, and will help with healthy cooking. And fourth, I do have a holiday recipe that I'm going to share and allow you to try. So we're going to start with the first category, which is ways to donate. So in our county, we have about 10% rate of food insecurity, which means that these are people that don't know where their next meal is coming from. And then we have the opposite spectrum, where people are very comfortable and have funds that they'd like to disperse. And so I'm hoping that the gift ideas I'm about to suggest would complement and satisfy both needs. The first organization that's near and dear to me is 68 Hours of Hunger, and their sister or brother organization, the Knights Against Hunger, which is here at the high school. So 68 Hours of Hunger, both programs actually provide backpacks to needy children from age 2 up to senior year in high school. And in the backpacks, they're sent out on Friday afternoons and will last. The food supply in them takes them through Monday and provides nourishment and food over the weekend. The items for these organizations are pretty specific because not all the homes have a high amount of cooking appliances. Everything needs to be done either on a stovetop or in a microwave, and so that's why the items are specific. So the items that they are looking for are 16-ounce containers of peanut butter. In the past, there have been really, really great donations of 64 ounces, 32 ounces. They can't use those because they provide the jar of peanut butter the first Friday of the month, and the 16 ounces goes into everyone's bag, and they can't break open a 32 or 64 ounce bottle or jar. So if you could consider the 16 ounce peanut butter, that would be great. Canned meats is another one. They are looking for tuna fish, chicken, ham, Vienna sausages, soups that have protein in it, such as chicken and vegetable, or chicken noodle or beef and vegetable. Dinty Moore beef stews are another one. They have canned pasta with protein, so Chef Boyardee with meatballs would be a good example of that. Nature Valley granola bars, macaroni and cheese mixes, some cereals. The Kellogg's variety cereals is another option. These items, as I say, help to benefit the children that are in need of additional nutrition. Childhood nutrition is very, very important, because if you're hungry, I mean, all of us have been hungry in the past, and if you're hungry, you don't focus. Your attention is more on the hunger, so you're not able to think as well, you're not able to react as well, you're tired. There are lots of studies that will show the detriment of childhood hunger, and that includes physical, emotional, and social areas. So physically, they're smaller in stature. Emotionally, they're embarrassed. They might feel like social outcasts. And the last one, behaviorally, there's a word, hangry, for a reason. When you're hungry, you're angry, and so they may have emotional outbursts. They may have behavioral issues in the classroom. So not only does poor nutrition affect the academic performance of the kids, it could affect the behavior, or the classroom behavior challenges of the teacher, which then affects everyone in the classroom. So in my opinion, supporting organizations that help with childhood nutrition is win-win-win for everyone. So I'm hoping that you'll consider these causes. So for 68 Hours of Hunger, you would bring your donations to either the First Congregational Church, the First Christian Church, or the All Saints Episcopal Church. They all have boxes to accept donations. For the Nights Against Hunger, you would just bring the donations to the main office at the high school. So those two organizations are very worthy, and the donations could be food, and they could also be money, because not all of these items are available every week by donation. So the items that aren't available, they do have to go to the stores, and they do have to purchase, because they are purchased. And every child will get up to about 15 items in a backpack every weekend. So it's a great cause. So the next organization I want to put a plug in for is food pantries. So the local food pantry in Wolfeboro is the Life Ministries. It's located in the building adjacent to the All Saints Episcopal Church on South Main Street. And they are always in need of donations. Their priority in the donation that goes the furthest would be a cash donation or a monetary donation. And the reason is because they can go to the food bank down in Concord and really get more for the dollar. They can get frozen meats, they can get vegetables, they can get commodity goods down there. So that would be the greatest way to serve the most amount of people. That said, canned donations, boxed goods, paper goods are all really, really helpful too. They are open on Wednesdays, so the first Wednesday of the month, the recipients actually get toiletries, so any paper goods. And the third Wednesday of the month, they get vouchers for dairy and fruits and vegetables at the local grocery store. So cash or canned or paper, boxed goods are all accepted. You can bring them right to the site on Wednesdays, anytime from around 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. They'll accept donations. And the other thing that's really important about the local food pantry here is that they try to cater to specific diets. So if you have high blood pressure, they will try to put aside items that have low sodium. If you're a person with diabetes, they'll put aside low calorie or low sugared items. So all items are gratefully accepted. And another consideration is the donation of time in any of these organizations. And that kind of levels the playing field, because we all have the same amount of time, and a donation of time is a really, really heartfelt donation. So I hope that you'll consider donating to any of those three causes. All right. The next group of organizations I want to encourage gift giving for are organizations that provide us with local, healthy, seasonal foods. So there are three categories in this one. The first is the food co-op. Wolfeboro has a community food co-op. It's located on Bay Street, and it's a fabulous organization. Not a lot of people know that it exists. And they provide supplements, they provide organic foods, they have local fruits and vegetables that support the farmers, local meats, local dairy, local eggs, a lot of specialty foods for vegan and gluten-free diets. They're a very small but powerful organization, and they're open to the public. They're open 7 days a week. They are open year-round. So there's two ways that you could help this organization, but also give great gifts. So the first is a member share. It is member-owned. So if you purchase a share of the co-op, you do get a discount. And the more shares that are purchased, the lower the cost for the food. So anytime we can get good, healthy, local, seasonal food at a lower price, it's win-win for everyone. And the other option is to use a gift certificate or get a gift certificate for local people that would use it and come into the store. So either gift certificates or member shares would be a great way to support that organization. For the next category that I'd like you to consider for gift donations are your local farmers markets. Wolfeboro has an area farmers market that was located right off of Clark Street or Clark Road, right across from the hospital, this summer and into early fall. And they have a winter's farmers market that is opening. It opened last Saturday, actually. It's the first and the third Saturdays of the month, and they will go through April 20th. And they have their location in the wintertime at the First Congregational Church in South Main Street in Wolfeboro, across from the Carpenter School there, from 10 to 2. And there you will find, again, local farmers. You can get your grass-fed meat. You can get your organic chicken, your pastured free-range eggs, vegetables, oils, vinegars, honey, herbs, and some wonderful baked goods. So they're a great organization to sponsor or to get gift certificates for. So there's a couple ways you can do this one. What's really special about this farmers market is that they have something called a double SNAP program. And so persons that use the EBT cards for food can purchase food credit. So if you want to buy $10 off your EBT card, it would give you $20. It doubles the value at the farmers market. So that's a really, really tremendous value. So if you do have the EBT cards, do consider going to the farmers market, because you will double your value, and that's pretty impossible to do at most places. And so if you're looking to donate, cash donations to support this program is always welcome. But here is where you can get gift certificates. Get gift certificates and give them out so that people can use them at the farmers market. Okay. The last category is the CSAs, the local CSAs, or the farm shares. So that's a Community Support Agriculture, what CSA stands for. And I believe that there are still two, the Haynes Hill Farm and the Pork Hill Farm. And I had heard about one in Alton, I believe it's called Winnipesaukee Woods. So those are three local farms that you can buy a share, and what that share will give you is a proportion of vegetables or what they grow and have next year. So every week you'll pick up your share, and you'll have a wonderful variety of fresh fruits and vegetables, and some vegetables that you've never used before. So it's a good learning opportunity and a way to incorporate new vegetables, because anytime we can do seasonal, organic, and local is just better for your health. And then Spiderweb Gardens up in Tuftonboro has what they call a farm share. And the farm share is they are looking for cash at the beginning of the season to get their farm going. So you donate a certain amount of cash. You don't donate, you actually give them a certain amount of cash. So, and you get a 10% exchange, so a gift certificate to use towards their products when the summer comes. So if you give $100, you're going to get a voucher for $110 to be used during the season for plants or vegetables or fruits of your choice. So that's a 10% gain. So that's another really, really great way to support the local farms, but also get a good return on your investment. And getting back to the farmers markets, another thing that you might want to consider is going the first Saturday in December or the third Saturday in December and get gifts. A lot of us do office gifts or small gifts, Secret Santa gifts. Those are a great place to get some homemade local gifts that you can give out for Christmas gifts. So it doesn't always have to be gift certificates, it could be a physical gift too. So that is categories for supporting the local organizations. So the next category is a couple of my favorite kitchen items. I brought examples of 2 in, and so we'll start with that. It's a spiralizer. So my goal is to teach my clients how to eat healthy with simple recipes and save money. So there are 2 spiralizers. So these are the types of equipment that will give you the ribbon type of vegetables. So what this one does is you literally just push it in and you turn the handle, and you can see that the spirals are coming out. Nice little zucchini noodles is what we call them. So this is available at any of the large stores. It's not a very sturdy one, however. So this one is available locally at Butternuts. This one is super easy to use. Literally, you just turn and it just spiralizes everything. Super easy. It's a great quality one. The company is, I believe it was GEFU. It's German made, and this will also do sweet potatoes and beets, so it's sturdier. So it's a very simple, easy device that can make your cooking a little healthier. So zucchini noodles, what would I use that for? I would use it in stir fries, but more importantly, I'd use it as a substitute for spaghetti. And so it's very simple, easy to use. There's two different blades, and so this is a little bigger spiralization and the other one is smaller, but it's a great little handy device. Both of them are dishwasher friendly. So that way you can save money and not have to worry about spending $5 a pound by getting it at the grocery store, and it's fresh when you do it yourself. You don't know how long those packages of spiralized vegetables have been sitting in the produce section of the big grocery stores. My second piece of equipment that I really would encourage everyone to consider purchasing or giving as a gift, and hopefully it's not going to be like the treadmills that people just kind of hang clothes on and put it in the corner, because this is an extremely versatile, useful piece of equipment that substitutes, it combines so many pieces of equipment. So it's an Instant Pot. It is available anywhere from $80 up to $200, $300. But I have a simple one, but it is a pressure cooker. It is a rice cooker. It will cook beans. It will make yogurt. It will warm your food. It's a slow cooker. So if you have all of those pieces of equipment, it does them all in one. And what I really like is that it has a stainless steel insert instead of a Teflon or coated insert that a lot of the other appliances that I just mentioned have, because once you scratch that coating, it gets into the food, and toxins are a major cause of inflammation in our bodies. So stainless steel is one of the best cooking surfaces. So the Instant Pot is my favorite, and I am going to give a plug to a cookbook. I got this as a gift in October. It's Okay, the Fresh and Healthy Instant Pot Cookbook. It is amazing. Years ago, I saw a movie, Julia, about this woman who was really in love with Julia Childs, and she decided she was going to cook everything in this cookbook, a Julia Childs cookbook. I'm kind of like the same with this one. This one is all real food, healthy, simple ingredients. It might take 5 minutes up to 20 minutes for a preparation of any of the items, and they have a vegan and a gluten-free option for every single recipe here. So it's win-win for everything, and I'm going to show you. This is what I'm going to be doing with my zucchini noodles. It is chicken noodle soup, and it uses zucchini, the spiralized zucchini instead of the noodles. It is amazing. So an instant pot, if you have one, take it out, use it. This cookbook gives you everything on how to use the instant pot, and it's a lot better than the owner's manual that came with the pot. So I got to tell you, it's a great way to cook healthy, cook quick. Beans and rice. You can cook a bag of beans, fill it with, put the beans in, fill it with water, add a little oil to prevent foaming, and look at the chart for how long you cook it. You have amazing low sodium, fresh cooked dried beans very, very quickly. You don't have to soak them overnight for 8 hours anymore, and you can freeze the ones that you don't use, so they're always available. And same with rice. I mean, brown rice is healthier than the instant white rice, but brown rice takes 45 minutes to cook, and it sticks to the pan. Here, same thing. You put in a 2-to-1 ratio, but the cookbook will tell you how much to use, how long to cook it for, and it comes out perfect every time. And again, you can put extra rice right in your freezer, so take it out that morning, and you don't have to worry about coming home at 6 o'clock and cooking rice for 45 minutes. It's already done. So it's going to save you money, it's going to save you a lot of time, and it's a great item. And finally, I'd like to end with a great holiday recipe. You will be the hit of the party or your work office if you do this. It is incredibly simple. It's chocolate covered strawberries. So the recipe, get a candy bar that's 85% dark chocolate or higher and melt it. You can use your double boiler, you can melt it in a glass bowl in your microwave. Get some strawberries, you want to wash them, dry them off with a paper towel, and when the chocolate's melted, and then you put a toothpick in. So when the chocolate is melted, you literally roll the strawberry in the chocolate, put it on a piece of parchment paper till they dry, and that's it. It is so simple. You don't have to get those chocolate pieces that you melt. They have specific chocolate dippers that you melt because there's a lot of preservatives in that. This is a great quality dark chocolate, strawberries, and it's super easy. You can make them up 24 hours ahead of time and just bring them to the office, party, and they are going to go. So I hope you try this recipe. I hope you enjoy this recipe. So that's my show today.
Thank you so much. And if people have further questions, how can they reach you?
Oh, thank you. Yes. So I am in private practice. I own Carroll County Diabetes Nutrition and Wellness Center. There's a nice long name for you. So I have a website, and it is the first initial of each of those of my title, of my business title. So it's ccdnwc.com for Carroll County Diabetes Nutrition and Wellness Center. Or they can give me a call at 603-520-3176. Thank you so much.